Hello, Cancer! Welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Also, please like, comment, share, all that stuff. My channel is just over a year old, so I could really use some help with that. Thank you to everybody, all my viewers, all my subscribers. Thank you for being here with me. I know without you, my channel wouldn't be what it is. So if you are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. This is book 1, which I've read aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos here to you for you to see for free. Just know that book 2 is published and available. Okay? So all the links that you need from my books are in the description box below. Also, if you would like a personal reading, the information to contact me is also in the description box below. All right, everybody, welcome back. I have a whole summertime theme going on here. Like last week, I'm going to continue to use the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson and illustrated by Julie Dillon. I am loving this deck. I'm still getting to know it. I always try to do my readings with the meanings that a tarot deck is created with. So I'm still learning this deck, so please bear with me. I'm still using the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards here by Angela Hartfield, just like I did last week. I love this deck. It is so beautiful. And because of last week when Goddess Pele led me to use this deck, I'm still going to use this deck this week as well, the Legendary Ladies Goddess deck by Anne Shen. However, I'm going to use it a little differently. And if I need to clarify, I've got the Tarot of the Cloisters here by Michelle Leavitt. All right, everyone, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you created for your life before you incarnated so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and wisdom that is encoded in your soul. The free will makes it possible for us to lower in vibration during a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise lifetime after lifetime, you could become what is called enlightened, like Buddha and Jesus, Isis and Thoth, and many others out there that we know have affected a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it is very much like looking at fate, but not really because of the free will. Now, there are times that something happens in life, in our lives, where no matter what we try, we can't stop it. Or no matter what we do, we can't get it to work. Or every now and then, something completely unexpected just happens right out of the blue. That is fate. That we wrote into our divine blueprint on purpose. Those times are indicated by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you don't have. Okay? So, now what I'm going to do here is we're going to see, just get the rest of the deck out of the way. And now we're just going to find out which goddess led me to put these particular cards down for you today, Cancer. See, I went to pick up some dog treats for my dog this weekend, and I go to a store that has a lot of products for good prices, and I saw this picture holder, and I knew exactly what it was for, so I got it, and this is what it's for. Okay, goddesses, which goddess led me during this reading? Okay, nobody flipped. Which goddess? Oh, always just take the one that's on top. Kali. Shadow. Wow. Welcome, Kali, and thank you very much. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and read you her little section here. Kali. Okay, wow. She is very strong. To me, she's like Pele and Sekhmet. Okay, she is very strong. Kali is Hindu, of course. If you've been watching my channel, you know I've said that she is, she appears from Durga. Durga appears from Parvati. So yes, she's Hindu. It says, Goddess of Destruction, Kali calls for you to face your shadow self. Things lurking underneath may be disrupting what you're trying to achieve on the surface. Facing those aspects of yourself is the only way forward. Kali helps you embrace them so you can truly be free from fear. Okay. I can tell you right now that we're not going to be using the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. Hang on, I gotta go. Here's all my decks over here. Okay. I haven't used this one yet, but I knew as soon as I pulled her out that this is the, I'm going to be pulling from the Kali Oracle. Also, this is by Alana Fairchild. Her oracles are just off the hook, so I'm just going to only pull one and then read from it, okay? So, no whispers. We will not be pulling from these. Okay, holy moly. Pele, Kali. I pulled Sekhmet last week too. But okay. Let's get started finally here. Now, I'm sorry, you know, when really strong goddesses come out, I get like, I don't know, I think I feel honored and I get a little frazzled. They're very, very powerful, and I'm just happy to see Kali. She's one of my friends. Okay, so this is what is at the heart of everything for you right now, Cancer. Okay, the Hierophant. And this just came out in Pisces, of course, because you guys are so similar because of your water energy. The Hierophant can mean a lot of things. Right now, I'm just kind of feeling that even though this card focuses on history, I'm not sure how much, yes, it's history, but this is either your job or your marriage. And there's been a big change going on here. Yeah, I believe, see, the Hierophant is like big business, large institutions, whether you work for a large company or you could work for the Catholic Church, as the Hierophant is sometimes shown as the Pope, sometimes called the High Priest. So this has to do with the divine, but also scholarly knowledge, human knowledge written in books. That's why this particular Hierophant is focused on history. What she's doing is she's writing her history, and the lesson with this one in this deck is, you know, how does your history affect you? Okay. However, though, I'm feeling like, okay, so the history here is also your shadow side, which is what Kali is focusing on here. So this isn't just like, this is probably, you know, both your job or your marriage and your history of how you were raised and the beliefs that you had as you were growing up, the traditions, you know, just the attitudes that you inherited from your family and from others. This is all about who you've been, okay? And there's obviously a big change. The Hierophant is 5. 5 is the number of change, and that was all over Pisces's reading just now. But then here, what we have here is death. Okay, so something ended here. Okay, um, that's why I'm saying that this was something that, you know, this could have been your marriage, because the Hierophant represents marriage. That's a tradition, that's an institution. Um, your job, you may have decided to leave your job, you may have been let go. And every now and then this is an actual physical death. If anyone out there watching this has experienced an actual physical death, my deepest, deepest condolences. What is going on out there in the world right now is very, I mean, this right here is like an oil slick, and these are the, like the angels, the mermaid angels of death for sea creatures, and then there's humans up here trying to help up above here. But this is the line of death in between. Okay, so I just, everybody, there's floods everywhere. So if this has something to do with one of those things going on in your life, oh my goodness. But this is the end. This is a definitive end, okay? It's a huge ending too. That's why it's a major arcana card. You're starting out with major arcana right here. So this is a huge part. Even right here, I haven't gotten to this. This is major arcana. This is major arcana. So everything right here is a huge part of your divine blueprint. Okay, so this ending, this death, was huge. But the one thing that this talks about in this tarot for this particular card, it's talking about how sludge is things like sludgy stuff is left behind from things that death leaves, okay? Changes like this leave you with, it says, like it or not, the sludge that seems to stick to your skin and seeps into your lungs is the residue of death's deeds, and it needs to be cleared. Just like the ocean animals in this card, you may need someone to help you with this process. Seek those who work on cleaning, clearing, and healing the energy left behind from old cycles. Okay? Let them assist you in leaving behind that which leaves you weak and vulnerable, and allow them to restore and strengthen you. This may be friends, family members, or spiritual teachers. Don't rule anyone out. Just ask for assistance and allow it to appear. So I think that this sludge, quote unquote, that they're talking about here is negative energy that is attaching itself to you as shadow self, which is what Kali is saying. These things that have happened are, yeah, I mean, even this thing, it says here, things lurking underneath may be disrupting what you're trying to achieve on the surface. That's exactly this card. Okay, you're trying to achieve this saving the animals up here on the surface, but underneath there's death, there's sadness, there's ending. Okay, so I just feel like, you know, you may be like this on the surface, but underneath there's a lot to clean up. This is the dark shadow part that Kali is telling you about. Okay, so I just had to, wow, things that you're trying to achieve on the surface, you got to face those aspects of yourself. Kali says is the only way forward. Okay, so wow, that is incredible. Now here we have the High Priestess as the root of everything. Okay, so this is intuition. Okay, she's always intuition. She's quiet. Sorry guys, that came out of nowhere. That was fate. All right, so this is a number 2. Okay, now the one thing about this High Priestess is she looks very much like the magician, doesn't she? She's got an altar and she's working magic. This is the Sea Witch Calypso. Okay? So the message with the upright high priestess for this deck talks about how the universe knows everything. Your thoughts, feelings, dreams, goals, and your fears. Okay? So when she's doing magic for you, because that's what's happening here. Somebody has come to Calypso here for a magic spell or something, and that's what she's doing for you. But what this is saying is that she doesn't have to know all that about you. The universe does. And so when she's doing magic for you, the universe knows what to do when it comes to your energy. So don't expect it, whatever comes from it. It's kind of hard to expect what's going to come, because the universe knows you better than you even know yourself. Okay? So this is Kali. Yeah. She's saying, look, the universe, and Kali comes from Durga, who is the universe. She's saying, I know what you're going through. I know that you are asking for some sort of magic to be done here. But what is happening here is there's just certain rules that the universe goes by. Okay? And when you ask for something like this, you have to be ready for what comes. You may not be expecting what comes, but she doesn't care about what your fears and concerns are. She's just doing the work for you. Okay? So this is how the universe is what I'm feeling. That the universe gives you what you ask for, gives you what the energy that you put in to this situation, you get back, and sometimes there's payment involved here. Yeah, but she's not going to be speaking to you, maybe that's what this is whatever this was, this Hierophant, was manifested to teach you something. Yeah. So when you asked for this, whatever this was, whether it's a marriage or a job or, when you asked for that, this was what was coming. This was a result. This death energy, this ending is a result, because that's just the way the universe works. Now, you've had to be strong. This is your recent past that's moving out of your life at this time. You've been being very strong. This is the card of Leo. So I'm feeling an energy of saying, look, I know I'm sovereign and I am very strong. Okay, of course you are. You're Cancer. You're very strong. But the fact that you've been having to be strong means that this has been very painful. Okay? But pain creates this shadow energy, and that's what Kali is pointing out. She says there's shadow energy in you that needs to be cleaned, needs to be addressed. Okay? Now, these two cards for me as a reader are future cards. There's going to be some sort of clarity that it feels like a victory for you in the future. You are obviously kind of confused about something right now, or you wouldn't have this card of clarity, victory, being unstoppable, and also being protected. To me, this is Archangel Michael. However, Kali is here. She is also a protector. She is a destroyer of demons. She wears this necklace of skulls looks scary to Westerners that don't understand what they're for. So I'm just going to explain. These skulls are not other people that she's killed. These skulls are remnants of the parts of herself that she has killed. This one could be greed. This one could be envy. This one could be, all kinds of things that that didn't serve her, that she cut out. This is what she does. This is what we do with her energy. And when you cut away aspects of yourself that don't serve you anymore, it's still taking yourself apart in a way. It's killing a part of yourself, so it can be painful. But when these things are working as a shadow, that's the reason she had to kill these parts of herself, because they were working against her as shadow energy, as sludge that's left over. Okay? So there's clarity right there. Okay? So this is cutting away this confusion, cutting away or cutting off the head of these things that are inside of you that no longer serve you. Okay? And then when you do that, you rise in vibration, and as you continue to rise, this also has a message of being unstoppable, being protected and unstoppable. So Kali kills demons, and we can call the aspects of ourselves that we don't like kind of like demons, that she kills. So she is a lot like Archangel Michael. She protects me. So now, this death card specifically has this message about things under the surface that need to be cleaned. Okay? And this is the shadow energy. Now, it's said to go find family, friends, just ask for help. Now, that's exactly what this card in this deck means. This is the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is friends, hanging out. It's all kinds of stuff. Okay? It can be parties and celebrations. However, you've got it in the reverse. And in the reverse in this deck, it focuses on that this is no time to be closed off from others. That this tells you, seek out your friends, your family, have some social time, because it will improve your mood and help you solve a problem you've been struggling with. That's exactly what it's saying. So, I think you're going to have a victory. It's going to make things a lot more clear. Maybe these friends are actually old friends, or this can be family. And so when we're looking at this Hierophant, if you spend time with your family and you discuss your issue with them, they will also know your history, and they may also be able to provide you with some clarity on why you do things the way you do, on why you have these shadow sludges that need to be cleared away, so you can make your own skull necklace. See, I'm telling you, she is powerful. I gotta drink. Hang on, I gotta get it. Oh, golly, my goodness. Okay, so here is your hope card. This is the Eight of Wands. Now, I looked at the meaning of the reversal of the Eight of Wands up in this book, and it just fell flat for me. It's not what it says in the book for this particular card. This is you hoping that you don't have to communicate with anyone. You know, this right here was talking about don't hole yourself up. Don't hide yourself away from being social. This is you wanting to be left alone. You don't want to communicate with anyone right now. This is fast communication, very swift movement. So I have a feeling that you don't want to do anything quickly. You don't want to talk to anybody right now. You just kind of want some time to go by. But you don't stay in that for very long. You've got some shadow work to identify so that you can clear it away. Because the cycle ain't over until you do that. All right, here's the world that's in the reverse. This is your current state of being right now. That's what it looks like upright. Isn't that a very peaceful, loving? I love this world card. But yours is in the reverse. So this cycle is not over. Okay? This talked about cycles as well. A cycle is over. But not yet, because there's still cleanup that needs to be done. The cleanup that is the sludge left over from this and other endings in your life. It's time to, you know, if you got crap in your lungs, it's time to hack them out. Hack it out. You know, if you can't, you got to identify it first. If you don't even know it's there, you got to identify it, get some clarity, and cut that shit out, okay? You don't got to do anything, but that's what Kali is saying. This is her message. Now, here is your fear card, okay? So this is conflict. This is sharp words. You know, obviously, she didn't mean to cut herself. These are little mer children that found these swords. They didn't really know what they were for. I guess they've seen humans use them. This guy kind of looks like he knows what it's for. This one looks like she may have been the one that accidentally got her. But the line that starts this in this tarot is, it's all fun and games till someone gets hurt, which is true. But as a fear, I think that there may be some fear here that you've accidentally hurt someone, or you've accidentally hurt yourself. You may be feeling like you made a huge mistake in the past here and now you've hurt yourself. You may be afraid of slander and gossip and other childish acts that this Five of Swords embodies. Here is another 5. This is change, okay? So there is, you are certainly dealing with a major change here. Yeah, I mean, we know that right here. Death is a major change. So you're just kind of afraid of conflict and probably sharp words and maybe accidentally hurting someone, but this doesn't feel as severe as other Five of Swords do. This feels more like an accident. So, I mean, I don't think that this is something that you need to be afraid of, unless you're feeling it intuitively. You're pretty intuitive, okay? Now, we went from the Five of Swords to the Six of Swords, okay? So there's a bit of a progression there. Not really close to the end, but definitely moving over the middle part of this. So this is the Six of Swords. This is moving on. Okay, this is usually going from choppy waters to smooth waters. Okay, now you'll see that he made this sled here out of the Six Swords. So he's not even really, he is not using them the way that he's supposed to. But he did attach it to kind of like the wrong animal. He's not going to go very fast being pulled by a seal. So that's the whole idea behind this particular Six of Swords, though, is that sometimes you just have to be happy for the small win. He made a sled, you know, it's not working quite right because he's got the wrong animal, but he can still be happy that he made this. And now all he really has to do is find a bigger animal, maybe like a wolf or a polar bear or something that could go a bit faster, maybe. Probably a wolf more than a polar bear. But this is saying, you know, just get moving. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, it's talking about you'll have room for navigation later, but for now, just enjoy yourself in this not so perfect victory. But this is moving on. Okay, and you may not be you may be trying actually to move on before you're really ready. I just got. Okay. Now, you can't, it's like what I mean is there's another step left, okay? You're going to feel like, all right, that's it. I'm just good with this change. I'm just gonna, you know, whatever now. But no, this is the whole point. There's one more step. Kali is saying, don't. I don't think she wants you to be happy with just this, because this is exactly what she's saying requires work. It's not over yet. There's more cleanup. There's something to this right here. Okay, I think you get what I'm saying. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Queen of Swords. Okay, she is the underlying energy here. She governs extreme territories. So no matter what happens in the, you know, because a lot of extreme weather and stuff, she always has to get on with her duties. It just doesn't matter what is going on, because she is focused and she makes decisions quickly. This is the Snow Queen too, so if you feel like there was a Snow Queen involved here, somebody who was cold to you perhaps and cut you out. This is the energy, man or woman. This is what this would be. Except this person, the Queen of Swords, is also very inspirational to others because of what she can handle. She's usually a widow, and she doesn't let things get her down. She masters her mind. She doesn't flip out when things weird things happen, like there's a blizzard, and it did this, and that never happened before. She's not going to freak out. She's just going to go deal with it because she's learned how to be really strong. And so have you. So have you. This may even be your energy. You may have said, that's it, I'm done with this job, or I'm done with this marriage, and you were strong, and you are the one trying to just move on with your life before you're really finished healing. But Kali is adamant that there is stuff that you need to clear away. Okay, so I'm only at 34 minutes. Good. That way I'll be able to read from this oracle that I haven't used on the channel yet. But I can't pull out Kali without using her oracle. It's freaking awesome. Here's our little book. Okay. Queen of Swords is very much like Kali. Very Kali energy. Whenever my cards start to bend one way, I like to flip them the other way so that they don't stay bent that way. It straightens them out a little bit. All right. Kali, what else would you like to say to Cancer? Thank you, Kali Ma. Vishvamata. 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 Okay. Number 2. Wow. Right. With her protection, even significant uncertainty does not need to be wrought with despair. There is a pathway that can shift your devastation into a palpable experience of being protected and guided through a difficulty. Trust where you are being led. Grace shall come from this. The Divine Mother sees our capacity for breathtaking transformation and spiritual awakening often far more than we recognize in ourselves. To fulfill our inner purpose and move beyond unnecessarily restrictive self-imposed limitations, we need her. When we hold back, gripping on to what is familiar, she lovingly forces our hand. Yeah, that's what she's doing here right now. You want to just move on with your seal sled here, but she's like, no, go get that wolf or whatever. Wow. Under her influence, we do not evade what is required of us. We find the inner strength to move directly through what we once denied ourselves the right and opportunity to overcome. Yep. You were encouraged to develop the confidence and commitment necessary to undertake the tasks that challenge and yet also inspire you. Do not allow yourself to be intimidated by the prospect of failure or opposition. Stay true to your path and progress step by step. Trust your capacity to grow into the fulfilling manifestation of your heartfelt aspirations. The fulfilling manifestation. She is the high priestess, but she is manifesting. You already have this strength that she's saying. Okay. Although you may be in circumstances you would prefer you not be in, you are in a position of unrealized spiritual power. You will gain benefit from what is transpiring. Relevant learning and personal growth have been acknowledged and integrated. These circumstances will give way to a more favorable situation. When the relevant learning and personal growth. When Vishvamata appears, it not only signifies that we have the capacity to move through a situation we have avoided dealing with in the past, but that we can do so in a far gentler and more graceful manner than expected. You have the power of the Divine Mother's wisdom and blessing within you. Do not underestimate her. Do not underestimate yourself. When we are willing to look at ourselves rather than other people or external circumstances as the primary source of our pain, Vishvamata, the cosmic mother, appears with a genuine desire for you to heal and outgrow the causes of suffering. She is Kali as a sweet savioress and beloved soul mother. She becomes Kripadra, or the vessel of compassion. We can go to her and receive as much love, support, kindness, protection, and anything else we need. The babies that hang from her ears are invitations to approach her as a child would approach its mother, with complete trust and positive expectation. If we have had issues with mother figures, her presence triggers healing. Mother issues can impede our ability to trust and feel that we are safe and belong. They make it hard for us to feel that our inner life is valuable and worthy of attention, that we are truly loved and valued just as we are, and able to rest within ourselves, feeling that we are enough. The Divine Mother does not struggle with human limitations. We can go to her wounded and messy, and she will receive, heal, and love us without judgment. Her expression, semi-wrathful yet serene, reminds us that her ways strengthen our boundaries against that which cannot support the soul. She will not hesitate to strike at what could harm us. She also dissolves the defenses that have unconsciously set up against life, so that we soften and become eager to participate in our life journey. Defenses. I don't know, for some reason that word looked weird. I said defenses, huh? She also dissolves the defenses that have unconsciously set up against life, so that we soften and become eager to participate in our life journey. I think she had me reread that because you unconsciously set up this sludge. That's why you're going to have clarity. And when you go visit family or friends, there may be a mother figure there, whether you visit your mother, who could probably, she is an inspiration, this Queen of Swords, that, you know, if that's not her, but, yep. Okay, I'll just keep reading. She will not have, okay. When we are not hardened, corrupted, or rendered bitter by life experiences, we can be more open, like a curious child, and be guided more easily by our hearts along the unique and empowering life path the Divine Mother offers us. Okay, wow. So she's saying, what Kali is saying is very, very clear. There is some subconscious healing, some sludge in you that you don't really even know is there. Check out this chick. She doesn't know these people are down here doing this. She doesn't know what's below the surface. So I really believe that you're going to want to just settle for what you've already dealt with. You don't want to talk to anybody right now, but this ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. Because you know, she's saying go spend some time, you know, with your family or your friends, and that you're going to have this clarity that's going to tell this person right here, look, this is what's happening down here, okay? And then you'll be able to cut that stuff out of your life, like chopping off one of those heads that Kali's necklace has, okay? So, wow. That was super clear and super powerful. You have how much control of the situation you have, I can gauge by the number of major arcana to minor, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow. Yep, 5 out of 10 cards. Half of this is your divine blueprint, which is why I believe that Kali came out, because it's time. It's time for you to see that is there. It's time for you to clean your inner self, so you can heal from this and move on and become lighter, become happier, higher vibration, rising in vibration. This is one of the lessons that I talk about in your divine blueprint. Okay, that if you learn this lesson, it's going to raise your vibration and your wisdom, and so you're going to be another step up in that towards enlightenment. All right, so that's what I've got for you at this time, Cancer. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much, Goddess Kali. All right, everyone. See you next time.